Ireland dismisses Boris Johnson's plans to dismantle parts of the Brexit withdrawal agreement as a mere negotiating tactic. Irish Foreign Minister Simon Coveney has told his EU colleagues not to be distracted by Boris Johnson's negotiating tactics, as the politician suggests the UK's plans to override parts of the withdrawal agreement may not go ahead. He told RTE Radio, "The problem linked to those pieces of legislation may find a way of disappearing if we can get the negotiation agreed on the substance." Mr. Coveney was responding to the UK government's plans to press ahead with legislation that would break an earlier Brexit deal agreed with the EU. The House of Lords voted to remove clauses in the Internal Market Bill, which broke international law, but the government insists on reinstating them in the Commons on Monday. The comments by the Irish politician come as Lord Frost arrived in Brussels for last-ditch talks with the EU. Mr. Johnson has given his negotiating team just 48 hours to secure a deal with the EU, or talks will likely collapse, resulting in a no-deal exit. A UK source close to the negotiation said, "This is the final throw of the dice. There is a fair deal to be done that works for both sides, but this will only happen if the EU is willing to respect the fundamental principles of sovereignty and control." Yesterday, Mr. Johnson and Mrs. von der Leyen warned significant differences remained on fisheries, competition rules and the governance arrangements for any deal. They said, both sides underlined that no agreement is feasible if these issues are not resolved. Whilst recognizing the seriousness of these differences, we agreed that a further effort should be undertaken by our negotiating teams to assess whether they can be resolved. We are therefore instructing our chief negotiators to reconvene tomorrow in Brussels. We will speak again on Monday evening. If the two sides fail to reach an agreement, the UK will leave the European Single Market and Customs Union on December 31 and begin trading with the bloc on World Trade Organization terms, with the imposition of tariffs and quotas.